Hey guys, Brandon here with Exotic Cars 19, bringing you guys another car washing video. You guys seem to enjoy these videos when I make them, and I always enjoy making them myself. But a while back, my most popular car washing video was washing a car without touching it. It was a touchless car wash with a power washer, foam cannon, and then a leaf blower to dry it. I never touched the car, and it turned out pretty decent. And I did that on my Subaru BRZ. And the point of that was my BRZ was pretty dirty, and I wanted to see how clean I could get it without touching it, obviously. But I thought the car was pretty dirty, but a lot of you guys didn't think so, and I thought I got some close-ups to show you how dirty it is. But the BRZ is also white, kind of like this Corvette, or just like the Corvette, and it didn't really show the dirt that well. But now in the Corvette's case, I washed this a while ago, and there's a couple differences with this test versus the last one with the BRZ. And when I go inside and show you the equipment, that'll make more sense. But this car is really dirty. It's been raining here, and we've been driving it a lot, so now it's caked with dirt. Just the wheels. The wheels are supposed to be gloss black, obviously. They look more like satin brown black. So yeah, very dirty, and just kind of all over the side of the car, just caked with dirt. And hopefully the camera will show it this time. But anyway, we're gonna do this again, but before we do, let's go in the garage and I'll show you some equipment and why this test is a little different than the last. And just in case you guys saw my last video with the BRZ, it's the same equipment, but with the addition of two things that's going to make this a little bit different, kind of a different product test. But anyway, in case you didn't see my last video, I use the same power washer. This is an electric Blue Clean power washer. Just with every car washing video I make, check the link in the description to go to Amazon. I will link you literally to the soaps I use, the power washer. Like I said, this is just a Blue Clean, what is this, 1800 PSI electric power washer. And I have that connected to the MTM Hydro foam cannon. Also, you can get on Amazon. And then my favorite soap, I tested this and compared it to Mr. Pink, and honestly, I still prefer Meguiar's Gold Class soap for washing it with the wash mitt or just the foam cannon. This stuff works really, really well. And then obviously the leaf blower to dry the car will speak for itself. And some of you guys think that this thing spits out rocks at 100 miles an hour. Not the case. If you dry your car with the leaf blower, that reduces swirl marks because of you having to go dry the car. And if you're okay driving your car at 60 miles an hour on the highway or well over 100 miles an hour on track days, and that kind of wind with that debris, trust me, the leaf blower is okay. But anyway, that speaks for itself. But as far as the those products, minus the leaf blower, check the link in the description to go to Amazon. I will link it to you right then and there. Where this test is different than the BRZ is I washed the Corvette about a month ago, and I used two products, two different kinds of waxes, if you will. One of them is carnauba wax, one of them is not. So I washed the car, clay barred it, everything, made the paint good, and then I used this. This is Meguiar's Paint Protect, and it apparently, of course, I impulse bought this at Walmart, but I think they also sell it on Amazon, so link to this on Amazon as well. But 365 days worth of durability, easier to use than wax, and beads water like crazy. I've not tested this, but I did apply it a month ago. So this is kind of a test to see how easy all that dirt will come right off because I use this. But on top of this, I also put some Gold Class carnauba wax, the actual paste wax, not a liquid wax. So I put this over that, and then when I did that, the car was glistening white, and if you poured water on it, it would roll right off. Now that it's been a month and it's been driving like crazy in the rain, it is dirty, like I said. So let's see how efficient or effective a car wash is if I do it right, but don't touch the car. So this is why this is going to be different. But anyway, like I said, power washer, MTM Hydro, the Gold Class, both carnauba wax, and the car wash soap itself, and the paint protectant. Let's just see how that goes. But all of that will be on Amazon in the link in the description. So now that I have that out of the way, let's go ahead and hook everything up and put some foam on the Corvette. You guys probably can't see me, I probably look pitch black. But anyway, there goes all the foam. We're just going to let that settle for probably 5 minutes or so. On an overcast day like this, we could wait a little bit longer just because it's not going to evaporate so quickly. So anyway, the longer that sits there, the more it kind of deteriorates all that dirt and everything like that, weakens it up. So when we go there with just water, with just a pressure washer, that's going to come off pretty easily, hopefully, especially with all that wax and paint protectant and all that stuff. But anyway, so let that sit there depending on the day. On an overcast day like this, we could probably even stretch over 5 minutes. So that's what we'll do, so I'll get back to you guys when that settles. Alright, you guys probably still can't see me. Probably look pitch black. I don't know until I get on the computer. But anyway, it's been about maybe 7 minutes or so, and it seems to settle pretty nicely. I think I'm going to start with the wheels though, just get all that grime off. But yeah, and then we'll let that paint settle a little bit more. But we'll just go ahead and start with the wheels and then continue with the paint. Alright, just when your neighbors thought you were crazy for using a power washer on their car, bring out the leaf blower and then they're really going to start judging. Alright, and fast forward a few minutes later and we're done. The car is pretty much dry for not touching it. And so overall, how did it do? So depends on where you look at it. If you look at it from the side, that Stingray emblem was just caked in dirt and that looks much better. The whole side actually looks much better. The wheels are a little bit more glossy up front, not as much because that is obviously where the big rotors are, but a lot more glossy anyway than they were before. The back actually looks pretty good. So yeah, not too bad. Up front though, there were some bug splatters that didn't totally come off. A lot of them did though. Let me see where I can zoom in. As you can see, it actually looks pretty good. But maybe right there, if I could get that to focus, right there. Just a couple bug splatters, but nothing too big. The biggest part where there's really no difference, again, side profile looks really good for not touching the car. Wheels look pretty decent. The biggest part where there was actually really not too much progress is the back, because if you guys remember, the back was terrible. So let me just go ahead and zoom back in on the Corvette emblem here. Yeah, you can still see some dirt. A lot better than it was before, but just from where it was, yeah, not the best. The exhaust though, well, let's just look at the black panel here. Yeah, it's still pretty dirty. Black is a tough color. The exhaust though, I didn't put any wax or anything like that on there, but that actually came out pretty nicely. Other than that, let's just kind of walk around here. Yeah, but most of the grime and like the obvious dirty part is gone, to where if you're seeing this on the street now, most people are going to think it just got washed or it's very clean. But obviously people like me and probably like you viewers would know that it still needs a way to go to be actually clean. But overall, that actually turned out decent. So yeah, let's just go back to the equipment and wrap up. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's pretty much a summary about it. What I noticed is, I don't know if it was the carnauba wax or this, beading water thing. The carnauba wax doesn't last that long. It's kind of more of a showtime thing that's pretty temporary. So I'm going to put it on this thing, but overall, it did pretty well. That goes to the gold class soap as well. That did well, but when it came to actually drying it, I didn't get a close-up of it, I should have, but when it came to drying it with the leaf blower, the water was literally rolling off really easily. Sometimes around the back panels it was still dirty there, but the water itself rolled off incredibly easily. So I do like this Regards Paint Protect. It's actually not too bad, especially after I applied it for a month. It should last for another 11 months, apparently. I doubt that, but if you were to actually wash this traditionally, if you want the best results, it goes without saying that you just use the 2-bucket method and a wash mitt, and then you obviously do all that right. And then you dry it with the leaf blower. That's actually pretty great results, and it's just less touching and less swirl marks because of this. You could totally do that with just the leaf blower. So anyway, that just about does it for this video. I always enjoy making these kind of videos. But again, link in the description to where you guys can buy the power washer, the foam cannon, get everything you need from there, and some more McGuire's good stuff. But anyway, that just about does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.